C-Dub.
What up, though? What up, my boy?
Look, man, coming into the season, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Orlando Magic, and the Dallas Mavericks all had certain expectations, but injuries have riddled all three of these teams, man. I want to know your thoughts on which team may have had it worse, who had the worst luck this year. And plus, we got to talk about LeBron scoring 50,000 points. I just want to hear your take on it. We don't got to talk too much about it. Of course, we're going to hear all of that right after, excuse me, right after the intro.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac.
All right, what's the word, NBA basketball fans? We got a new duo in the building, Big Kev and C-Dub. We gonna hold it down a couple of times a week, man, whenever we can get together, because we grown, we got bills, we got jobs and stuff, man. What's been up with you, my guy?
Oh, nothing, man. Just taking care of business, man. That's all you got to do in this world when you get to this age, man. Just take care of business.
Yeah,
That's it.
speaking of taking care of business, man, the LA Lakers been taking care of business ever since they got your boy Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks, man. And every single day, it seems like the Lakers got the better of that deal. First, AD go out there and he took care of business, put up a bunch of points, a bunch of rebounds in the first half, got injured, gone for the season. Of course, they lost Luka, and now the latest injury to Kyrie Irving, who tore his ACL or his MCL or something, and he out for the season. Not to mention other players that have been injured for the Dallas Mavericks this year, bro. Dante Exum, injured.
Oh,
Caleb Martin, injured.
mm,
Daniel Gafford, injured.
mm,
PJ Washington, Kai Jones, Jaden Harvey, Derek Lively, all injured.
mm, mm, mm.
And some of these guys are not going to be back until April for
That's
these
the whole
guys.
season.
Yes, yes. And now some of these guys, the thing is the Dallas Mavericks are still holding on to that 10th spot in the Western Conference, so they're still in the play-in right now, Dub. But you got people breathing down their necks. The Portland Trail Blazers, the Phoenix Suns, who had a big win last night versus the Clippers. Tell me your thoughts, man. How you feeling about the Dallas Mavericks right now?
Unfortunately for the Dallas Mavericks, I think this is it's just karma. It's just
Mm,
karma. And the biggest loser of all these unfortunate injuries and the guys out is not the fans, because I thought the fans, when they traded Luca, I thought that was the biggest losers in this transaction. But I think the biggest loser is Nico Harrison.
mm.
He gambled with the future of his franchise for immediate success, he thought, for some reason,
Yeah.
and it just blew up and it just imploded in his face, bro.
And then
This is can't be bad for good for Nico Harrison, bro.
and I honestly can't. I don't even see what he was seeing. You you
I
you
don't see
decide to trade a person who barely 25 to lean on Kyrie Irving, who's in his early 30s now, with a history of injuries. On top of that, he had an uptick in minutes to where he started playing the most minutes in the league. Duh.
yes. Yes, bro.
So it's almost like the injury to Kyrie was inevitable.
Yes. It's all karma, Big Kev. Like, I don't think how many teams? 32 teams in the NBA. No team in the NBA would ever trade Luca. They would never do it. Except if you gambled. I'm gonna give him respect. You stood 10 toes and you stuck your chest out, and everybody said you a damn fool for doing that.
He made $1 billion mistake. And that's
Yeah.
not even
Oh,
hyperbole. That's not
yes.
even hyperbole.
It's
Hyperbole.
not. It's
That's
not.
that's that's real. That's $1 billion mistake. Because the type of money that this will do, Luka is going to generate for the Lakers
Oh my God.
over the next 10 years. Because he's not leaving.
Oh, oh,
He's not
what?
leaving.
You think LA gonna let this guy walk up out of LA, dude? They're not gonna let him walk up out of. That's the money. That's the bag. Dallas, for some strange reason, decided to trade
They didn't
that
want to pay him that
billion-dollar
supermax,
baby.
bro. They didn't want
That
us to pay him that
is
supermax.
that's an
Crazy.
investment, dude. That's an investment, dude.
That's crazy. We'll get back to the Lakers because I do want to hear your thoughts on LeBron's milestone of 50K. But another team, Dallas made it to the finals last season. They're not going to sniff the finals this season, but they came into the season with high hopes. Injuries and that trade has decimated their chances. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers in the offseason, they made a move to go ahead and grab your boy Paul George. And they
Yeah.
threw a bag at him, like 200 something M's to Paul George to pair him with the process, Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, the young cat that's out there, turning heads, getting to the basket, hitting threes, having a good season himself. But injuries have decimated them as well. C-Dub. Kyle Lowry, even though he is out right now. Justin
Mhm.
Edwards injured. Tyrese Maxey is injured. Paul George is a game time decision, but he's been in and out of the lineup. And Joel Embiid is out for the season. Eric Gordon out for the season. Jared McCain out for the season. Not to mention all the other small injuries that they've had to deal with, players being in and out of the lineup all season long. How you feeling about the Philadelphia 76ers?
Oh man, the process. Joel Embiid has been a injury concern before he even stepped foot on the NBA. I think he missed 2 years before
Yeah, he
he
didn't. Yeah, he didn't even
he got
play his first
drafted.
2 seasons. It's crazy.
That's crazy. So that could have been your red flags right there. But he's so good. He's top 5 good. He's top 3 good.
Hmm.
But at this point, I think this is signifying the end of the process. Um,
The
they
process is untrustworthy.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well end it right now. They're trying to lose as many games as they can right now to just change over. I guess they're trying to get like Cooper Flag or some one of those good guys at the top,
Ace
and just
Bailey.
you gotta move on from this process. It's done. How many iterations of the process have we been through? Ben Simmons
Yep. Markel
and
Fultz.
Montel folks. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He was a
Khalil
part of the process.
Okafor.
Bill Okafor. It's just not going to work, and it always come back to Joel Embiid.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's always the best ability is availability, bro.
I
He
mean, just
is. He's the top. He's a top 3 player when he out there,
hmm.
but you cannot trust him when you really need him.
And it takes me back to Dallas with Anthony Davis. It's like, why would you trade for Anthony Davis when this dude has been hurt more times than not?
Yeah.
He been hurt more than these modern day teenagers' feelings. Like it's ridiculous, bro. I don't understand why you would want to trade for somebody who is going to. It's a guarantee that he's going to get injured. In fact, right before he got traded, we were having a discussion over on the Shabu's podcast about who was better between Giannis and Anthony Davis, and I was standing on, hey, Anthony Davis is a great defender, so on and so forth, but he gets hurt way too much. People
Yeah.
were like, oh, he played these many games last year, this, that, and the other. First game with Dallas, he got hurt. Same thing with Joel Embiid. The only time that he didn't really get hurt is the MVP year. And even that year, he didn't play the whole season.
He didn't even play the whole season. I mean, I still think that I don't know if Philly will actually do that and cutting loose a guy like Joel Embiid. Somebody got to step up and have the cojones. Like, enough of this process shit. We can't do it. Let's move this headache and get us another young guy like Cooper Flag in here that we can build a new era with because that shit ain't gonna work. Cooper Flag and Maxi,
But now
that's a
you
good that's a
now
good
you
foundation.
now you relying on ping pong balls. Now you relying on
Yeah,
the
that's all
lottery.
they
Like,
get.
it's tough. And unfortunately, if San Antonio don't make the playoffs, Cooper Flag gonna be a San Antonio Spur. That's just how it's gonna go. You know how the
Yeah,
NBA like to do. They'll pair
yeah,
that boy with Victor Wembanyama and have them boys down there for the next 15 years with De'Aaron Fox. That'd be crazy, bro.
yeah.
That
That would
would
be
be
nice.
crazy.
I was wondering how many more years is Joel Embiid's contract. I would say I
Mhm.
think it's like 2 more years on it.
Let me see real quick.
Can can you imagine them putting him on a trading market, Joel Embiid, and what in God's green earth would they receive in a transaction for that? Because I think that's what they should be doing.
Joel Embiid is under contract until 2029. Right now, because he signed an extension. So this kid is making $51 million this year, 55 next year, 59 in 26, 27, 64 in 27, 28. and
Hey, that's warranted.
$69 million in 28-29.
That's warranted. He is a top shelf talent, but Philly, come on.
$70 million for a dude that's not gonna be playing is gonna be crazy, bro. He's gonna surpass my boy John Wall, who signed a massive contract with the Washington Wizards a few years back and he played like 30 games
Bro.
after signing that contract.
Is he still getting paid, by the way?
He just finished getting paid. And right now it's
Nuts.
looking like Joel Embiid is headed down that path where in 28-29, we're gonna be sitting here and talk about a man making $70 million while he on TNT doing color commentary or
Yeah,
whatever channel is gonna be,
yeah,
Amazon or whatever now.
he got a good personality. He should have a good career. He's still young too. I still
Mhm.
think he got some years to play basketball too.
But how many though, Doug? We're talking about it's 2025 now, so we're talking about 4 years from now. Do we expect Joel Embiid to be on the court playing basketball when his knees have betrayed him? Like Greg Oden, his knees did the same thing. He just didn't make it to the max extension.
Oh my God. So how many games? I'm gonna throw you a question. How many games over the next 4 seasons? What percentage of the games that they got on the
40,
schedule for the next 4 seasons? What's the percentage of
40%.
games he play?
Because
40%.
bro, he's already baked in no back-to-backs.
Oh,
It's
they better
already
trade him
baked
now.
in.
You better trade him. That don't make sense in my wallet, in the front office wallet, or the fans' eyes. Like what? 40% in the next 4 years
Mhm.
is not good business.
Yeah,
It's not.
40%. You're talking about 300 games, and like I don't see him playing 300 games over the next 4 years, bro. It's gonna be rough.
Man, I hate when people get these narratives put on it, but it's bad due to his own, not his fault. I don't think he asked to get injured. You always gotta be wary of big men like that. Like every big man always have problems because of science. It's
All the way back to Bill Walton.
Yes, it's science. You wasn't supposed to be that fucking big. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't supposed to be that, and gravity, is gonna win. So you always got to keep your antennas up when you getting a talented big like that. Just like Montes Buzelis,
Hmm.
for the Bulls, he's a very tall. I'm worried about injury for him.
I
You
mean,
know
it
what I'm
happened to
saying?
Joakim, plantar
Joe
fasciitis.
King. Hmm.
In fact, like it's down to like Shaq and Dwight Howard as the last great bigs. You could put Andre Drummond in the conversation too.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
you could.
he's not a 7-footer, but he's still going out there doing what he does.
Yeah,
And he does it at a high level. Now that Embiid is out, you seeing him putting up double doubles for Philly right now.
yeah, he is.
So it's certain dudes that can have longevity, but for the most part, you're right. Bigs don't have the longevity
They
factor. It's a
don't,
big issue, bro. And if you hit your horses to that wagon, you better hope that they can stay healthy. Because even Yao Ming was hurt pretty
bro.
much
I was
his
about to
entire
go there.
career.
I was about to go there. What if Yao Ming had a 10+ year career and how good he was, but he just couldn't because he's too big. That's not right. That's not Mother Nature don't fucking play.
Didn't
You
he
know what
have
I'm saying?
didn't he have a 10+ year career
He didn't
though?
go 10. I think he went like 7, 8 years in
Let
his
me see.
career. He didn't go 10 for sure.
I'm about to see because I don't know. Well, he
Yeah.
played 486 games. That's probably more than Joel Embiid, if you want to be 100.
That's probably like 6, 7 years. That's
Yeah,
like
that's crazy. They said he played 8 seasons.
yeah.
He averaged
Yeah.
19 and 9 across
Boy
8
was
seasons.
monster. 7 what? 7'6"? Come on, man. You ain't supposed to be 7'6", bro. You ain't supposed to be 7'6". A
And that's
7'2".
that makes you think about Wemby. So Joel Embiid has played 452 games. I think y'all got him. I think y'all got him.
Y'all beating this man in games played. That's something,
Yep,
bro.
y'all got 486 games, bro.
Bro. Hey,
That's
I feel
crazy.
bad for him, Billy, though. He ain't asked to get injured. He ain't do nothing dumb or
Hey,
nothing.
he got multi-generational wealth, so he's
Yeah.
fine, bro. And he'll be
Yeah.
able to transition. I just don't know over the next 4 years if he'll give us another 100 games or so. It's gonna be rough if he can
Whoa,
do it,
shit. Damn, over the next 4 years, he can't give us 100?
bro. Like we're talking about a dude that routinely plays 40, 50 games. Like It's bad.
Kev, I ain't gonna do that to him, bro. That's like a season out of 4 seasons. It's a little bit over a season
We already
in
see
4
it with
seasons.
Zion. We
I'm gonna
already
go
see it.
200 games in 4 seasons. He could play 200 games, bro.
We already see it with Zion, bro. Like his first season, he played 19 games, 39, then 66, 68, then 51, 51, 64, 63, and 31, bro. He's never played 70 games, period.
I got a different attitude about Zion anyway. I think that's more self-imposed because he's not taking care of himself, not
Yeah,
taking care of his body,
yeah.
whereas Embiid is he had no
He
choice
just
in the matter.
he got bad knees. All right, the
Yeah,
last team I wanted to discuss was a team that I was high on in the
yeah,
preseason. C-Dub, the
yeah,
Orlando Magic, bro. I expected them to come in and compete for a top six playoff spot. They made the playoffs last year. They won some games versus Cleveland. They lost in the first round, but they were a scrappy team. But injuries have hurt this team. Cole Anthony, for example, has been off injured. Jalen Suggs, Mo Wagner,
yeah,
Paolo, all of these games have missed. Have all these guys have missed time. Jalen Suggs being out for the season really hurts. He was a defensive stalwart for this team. You got Mo Wagner out for the season. He's one of those backup guys that comes in and gives you work. Cole
yeah.
Anthony in and out of the lineup, and of course
Mhm.
Paolo and Franz were both hurt at different times this season. So that has led to them being in a situation where their record has really suffered. They were winning some games without their guys, but now they've fallen all the way to the 8 seed in the
Yeah,
play-in tournament, and they're 5 games below 500 and continuing to plummet as well. They're currently on a 4-game losing streak. It's rough
yeah.
right now. The good thing for them is they're in the Eastern Conference, so I don't see them falling out of the play-in, but they could find themselves jockeying for position between the Heat, the Bulls, and the Atlanta Hawks. Tell me what your thoughts are on the Orlando Magic and their injury situations.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and Imma just give him this 2-word line. Stay patient.
Hmm.
Like, forget this year, Orlando Magic. Y'all still good. It's just unfortunate. They started with Paulo, then you go to France, and then you got what's going on now with Mo Wagner and Jalen Suggs. They both out for the season, I presume.
Hmm.
And then you got Cole Anthony. He out in and out the lineup, like you said. This team was destined to make waves this season, especially in the playoffs. They were
Hmm.
very scary last season.
Defensively, one of the best teams in the league.
Yes, tons of talent. Franz Wagner, Paulo, Jalen Suggs, defensively and offensively, is a great two-way guard out there. It's just unfortunate. They have been the most decimated team this entire season. And it's unfortunate because this team, I had real high hopes. They possibly could have pushed for the Eastern Conference Finals. Of course, I didn't have them there, but they could
Hmm.
have pushed because they're a tough team. They play defense and they got stars on this team that can
Hmm.
get whatever they want when they want it. I would say just be patient, y'all. You could just forget about this season. Uh, the the upgrades in science and health will help these injuries we had. If we looked at these in like the early 2000s or the
Hmm.
late 90s, like damn,
Hmm.
y'all fucked. Yeah, I
Over
mean, I
with.
don't know. Yeah, it's over with.
As far as
But
the mid to like the D Rose.
yeah. Look at D Rose. It took him 3 years to get back on the court.
Yeah.
So with the advancement in technology and the health, I think they could be right spanking right in the middle of it next season. This season, just play and see how far you could do. I think they've been decimated too much. I think they still make the playoffs or the play in some
Oh,
type
they're
of
not
way.
making the playoffs. They make
No,
well
no, playoffs. I'm sorry.
unless they win the play-in tournament,
Yeah,
because they could
yeah,
still do that. I'm not gonna take that from them, but
yeah,
they're gonna be a play-in team.
yeah. So just take that and play it out, but just scratch this season. I'm saying for Orlando Magic, be patient and wait for the next season.
You know what I think? I look at, and they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna have the type of turnaround that this team has had. But I look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I remember we talked about the teams that we were expected to play well coming into this season. And Cleveland is one of the teams that I picked. And I know how we feel about Cleveland. They're the ops.
Yep.
But the last 2 seasons, they had a lot of injuries, like a
Yeah.
lot of injuries. And this season, they were finally whole. And look at what they've been doing. Now, I
Yeah.
don't expect Orlando to have the type of record that Cleveland got, because these guys is they're on
What
another
if 50-10 and something
they're
like that?
51-10. They got another 11-game winning streak. But I would expect to see them sitting at where like the Milwaukee Bucks are sitting at 35-25. I could see Orlando being there. And at one point, Orlando was in the top 4 in the
Yeah,
Eastern Conference, even with the injuries. That just goes to show you how deep this team is and how well coached they are. Because
yeah,
even with the injuries to their star players, they played well enough to still be in the play-in conversation, and they were in the playoff conversation up until recently, this recent stretch where they're just losing a bunch of games. So you're right. Be patient, Orlando fans and Orlando Magic players in general. And if you fall all the way out of the playoffs, that means
that's
that you're
cool.
gonna get another lottery pick after
Yeah.
y'all done took all these lottery picks from the Chicago Bulls. Y'all get
Yeah.
another one and add to your team. So the big question before we close out with the with how you feel about LeBron's 50K is, which one of these teams has had it worse this season? The Dallas Mavericks, the Philadelphia 76ers, or the Orlando Magic?
I'm gonna just go with Dallas. I ain't even gonna bullshit you around. I think they made a gamble that was foolish. Everybody thought it was foolish, and at the end, it was fucking foolish. You thought that you had a chance to win a championship. You said, Nico, without Luca, who's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's gonna be blessing Los Angeles with great moments for the next 10 years. You blew that. I think you should be fired.
Oh my
So it's
mom.
Dallas.
I'm going with Dallas for a couple of reasons. The trade aside, because we're talking about injuries, even though Luca was also one of those injured players, like he
Yeah.
was out from Christmas until he was traded, so that's included. But then at the at the very least, I expected them to make a playoff push with AD and Kyrie
Yeah.
and Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, who was having a career year.
Absolutely.
So and I don't know why they traded Quentin Grimes, because he's a hooper. He over there
Mhm.
killing in Philly right now.
Yep.
But I expected them to still make a push this year to at least say, okay, we look all right without Luca. Now it's just like nothing. It's over with. These guys are
Oh,
gonna fall all the way out the playoffs and the play in. And second is Philly. Like I feel like Philly thought, I didn't understand signing Paul George to the money they signed him to. I didn't get it personally, but
mhm.
they felt like, hey, this is going to be a nice 1-2 punch with Maxey and Embiid, or Maxey and Paul George. And when Embiid's not playing, those two can go out there and carry us.
Yeah,
But it just didn't work out. Like you didn't get it the way that it just. I mean, honestly, bro, to look at the standings and see Philly at 21-40,
that's crazy.
I did not expect that. Like I didn't expect them to be much better than
Mm,
they've been, but 21-40 is crazy, bro. That's
yeah.
crazy. So those are my top two. And then Orlando, they're young, they're up and
Yeah.
coming. So like I didn't have the Eastern Conference final expectations that maybe you could have seen in
Mhm.
terms of like fortune teller type stuff. But I did expect them to be playing better. The injuries hurt them hurt them a lot too. But Dallas is definitely number one in that regard
Absolutely.
for sure.
I'm fired up,
Now, we got to touch on 50,000 points, a
unfortunately.
milestone that nobody has seen or even come close to in
Nope.
NBA history. We're talking about over 75 years of greats coming in and out of this league, and not one has come close to 50,000 points. Let me hear what you think about LeBron James and
I'm
his
gonna be
his
mature,
milestone.
bro. Congratulations to LeBron James. That's gonna be a hard record to top 50,000 points. I think Kareem was at something before LeBron surpassed him. He was the lead for a long fucking time.
Mhm.
So maybe Luca
With no threes.
and no threes. Maybe Luca in the future, but I don't know. It depends how long he goes. Um, yeah, man, dude's a fucking android, bro. What the hell I'm supposed to say? He wasn't supposed to be doing this stuff. It is, and now he got a new breath of fresh air. You seen the way he been playing since he got Luca? Oh,
Yeah,
he smell it.
he
Oh,
won it. He won Western Conference Player of the Month.
oh my God, he smell it, dude. Now, if this Mark, and they got a chance, bro.
He
They
trying to
second
win a
in the West.
championship with his son, bro.
Yes. And now if that man win a championship, he coming back. He's coming back for another one.
And you
And
know what's crazy? Even with him winning this, if he win this championship, that'll be 5.
yep.
You're not gonna be able to tell LeBron fans nothing. You
Nothing.
already damn near can't tell them nothing right now. But you're not gonna be able to tell them nothing if he get 5. And if he gets 6,
6. Oh,
Michael Jordan might as well stop selling shoes. He
hey,
might as well just
LeBron.
stop.
LeBron coming out. He ain't finna be humble no more. He was
Nah,
like,
bro.
Mike? Who you talking about, Mike? Do you see my 6 championships? The most points in NBA history. I've been to the most finals in NBA history. What?
And he'll have the most assists. Not assists, because John Stockton's still gonna have the assists and the steals, but he'll be top 3 in pretty much every category
Yes, he
in
smell it.
NBA history when it's all said and done. You think
Kev.
he can get to 60K?
Kev. Oh, 60K. No, don't do that. He can't play till he's 45.
I'm just asking, bro.
Hey, you think he knows? He knows that? Like, if I can get to 6.
Yeah. If
He
he gets to
knows that.
5, it ain't even if he can get to 6. If he can get to 5, because there are people who think Kobe is the GOAT over Mike
Yeah.
with the 5 that he got.
You trying to move Kobe out the way. That's what you trying to say.
Kobe already out the way in a lot of people's eyes
Okay.
with LeBron. He already out the way.
To make it like no questions asked. Then
Oh
you
yeah,
talking about
no
he gonna
questions
need
asked would
6
be
to
6.
talk to Mike.
Yes, 6 would be no questions asked, period. Like
To
you can't say
everybody?
no, to LeBron fans.
Oh,
Because there's
okay.
still LeBron fans who know. Like
Okay.
they think LeBron the GOAT, but they know, like, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's back, like they wearing Jordans while they saying it.
That's
feel
the
me?
thing, Kim.
While they
the
saying
thing.
it like LeBron the GOAT, but they got their J's on. They
On
gonna
the
stop
real.
wearing Jordans all together if LeBron gets 6 championships, bro.
They ain't gonna stop wearing Jordans. wait, they might put on the LeBrons instead of Jordans, bro. Stop,
They're
bro.
not gonna wear the Wizards era Jordans though. They're gonna stop wearing them. But all right, man, we're gonna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Listen, go ahead and rock with the whole Chi-Town sports family. This is NBA Central, but we got NFL Central and all the Chicago sports. To type in your favorite Chicago sports team and put the word Central behind it, and you're gonna find one of the gang, y'all. Y'all already know how we get down. C-Dub, you got anything else to say to the guys?
Hey, this is nice. I like this house. I'm gonna stay a while.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. This is fun, bro. We're gonna do this. All right, y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all next time. Peace.
This has been a presentation